to explore these intriguing questions. This video is an indispensable resource for those curious about the ins and outs of dairy farming. We'll be journeying through a comprehensive step-by-step guide on cowtail cutting and hoof treatment. These practices are more than just traditions. They're essential for the health and productivity of the herd. Stay tuned as we delve into these fascinating aspects of dairy farming. First, let's unravel the mystery behind cowtail cutting. Cowtail cutting, otherwise known as docking, is a practice carried out in the farming industry for a variety of reasons, primarily hygiene and safety. Let's delve a little deeper into these reasons, shall we? Hygiene is of utmost importance in dairy farming. Cows, by nature, are not the most fastidious of creatures, and their tails can become a source of bacterial contamination. A cow's tail, swishing from side to side, can easily flick manure onto the udders, posing a risk of mastitis, a common bacterial infection in dairy cows. By docking the tail, farmers aim to reduce the risk of such infections, maintaining the health of the cow and the quality of the milk. Safety is another significant reason for tail docking. Agricultural workers often find themselves at the receiving end of a tail flick, which can lead to injuries and even spread diseases. A docked tail minimizes these risks, ensuring the safety of both the workers and the cows. Now let's talk about the process involved in tail docking. It's crucial to note here that this procedure should always be carried out under professional guidance and with humane methods. Typically, the tail is docked at a young age using a rubber ring to cut off the blood supply to the tail. Over time, the tail naturally falls off. Pain relief measures are taken to ensure the cow's comfort during the process. However, it's worth mentioning that tail docking is a contentious issue. Some argue that it causes unnecessary stress to the animal, while others deem it necessary for health and safety reasons. Therefore, it's essential to approach this practice with a deep understanding of its implications and a commitment to animal welfare. Now that we understand the why and how of cowtail cutting, let's move on to our next topic. Hoof treatment is an essential aspect of cow care. But what does it entail? In the world of dairy farming, hoof health is a top priority. A cow's hooves are its foundation, much like our feet are to us. Just as we need to care for our feet to stay mobile and comfortable, so too do cows require regular hoof care. The first step in hoof treatment is regular checks. The hooves of a cow need to be inspected often, preferably every day. Farmers look for signs of discomfort in the cow's gait, swelling, or heat in the hoof, which could indicate an issue. These checks are also the perfect time to examine the hoof for any foreign objects that may have become lodged in it. Next comes cleaning. This is a simple but crucial step. The hooves are scrubbed with a brush and a mild disinfectant solution to remove any dirt and debris. This helps to prevent infections and keeps the hooves in good health. Trimming is another vital part of hoof care. Cows' hooves grow continuously, much like our fingernails. Over time, they can become overgrown and cause discomfort or even pain. To prevent this, farmers use a specialized tool to trim the hooves back to a healthy length. This isn't just a cosmetic procedure, it's a necessary part of maintaining the cow's health and comfort. But what if a cow's hoof does develop a problem? That's where treating diseases and injuries comes in. Common hoof problems in cows include foot rot, a bacterial infection that causes inflammation and foul-smelling discharge, and laminitis, a painful condition that affects the tissue within the hoof. Both conditions can severely affect a cow's ability to walk and stand, which in turn impacts its productivity. Treating these conditions often involves a combination of antibiotics, anti-inflammatory drugs, and rest. In severe cases, a veterinarian may need to perform surgery to remove diseased tissue or correct a deformity. It's a complex process, requiring a deep understanding of bovine anatomy and a steady hand. The importance of this process for the cow's health and productivity cannot be overstated. Healthy hooves mean a healthy cow. A healthy cow is a productive cow, able to stand and walk comfortably, graze effectively, and produce milk. Conversely, a cow with unhealthy hooves is likely to be in pain, less productive, and more prone to other health issues. So as we delve into the art of hoof treatment, we can see it's not just about keeping cows looking neat and tidy. It's about ensuring their health, comfort, and productivity. It's a skill that requires knowledge, patience, and a keen eye for detail. With this comprehensive understanding of hoof treatment, we can appreciate the skill and knowledge required in dairy farming. Now let's explore the delightful world of calves farming. The joy and challenges of rearing calves, a dance of dedication, patience, and love. It's like a journey where each step you take with these young creatures is a step towards a future filled with promise and potential. One of the most critical aspects of raising calves is providing proper nutrition. Just as with human babies, these little bovines require a diet rich in nutrients to grow strong and healthy. It all starts with colostrum, the superfood that a mother cow produces just after giving birth. This first milk is packed with antibodies and essential nutrients that kickstart the calf's immune system and growth. Thereafter, the diet shifts to a milk replacer and then gradually to solid feeds like hay and grains. It's a delicate balance, but when done right, it's like watching a miracle unfold as these tiny creatures transform into robust, healthy animals. Healthcare too is paramount. Regular checkups, vaccinations, and prompt treatment of illnesses are all part of the process. A sick calf is not just a sad sight, it's a reminder of the responsibility we bear towards these animals. It's not always easy, but the reward is in the form of their bright eyes, their playful antics, and their steady growth. And let's not forget socialization. Calves, like us, are social creatures. They thrive in the company of their peers. Their interactions and playtime are not just entertaining to watch, but they also play a crucial role in their behavioral development. Providing a safe and stimulating environment for these interactions is another joy of calves farming. But perhaps the most rewarding aspect of calves farming is the bond that forms between the farmer and the calf. It's a relationship based on trust, care, and mutual respect. It's a bond that grows stronger with each passing day. And it's a bond that reminds us of our connection with nature and our role as caretakers of these wonderful creatures. Calves farming can be demanding, but it also brings immense joy and satisfaction. We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's recap. Our journey into the fascinating world of dairy farming started with a deep dive into the art and science of cowtail cutting. We discussed the reasons behind this practice, which, as we learned, is not about aesthetics but rather about health and hygiene. By trimming the tails, farmers can keep their cows cleaner, reduce the risk of disease transmission, and create a safer environment for both the cows and the people who work with them. Next, we delved into the vital process of hoof treatment. We introduced you to the importance of this practice for the well-being of dairy cows. It's not just about keeping the cows comfortable, although that's certainly a key factor. Regular hoof treatment can prevent lameness, increase milk production, and generally improve the quality of life for these hardworking animals. We walked you through the steps involved in a typical hoof treatment session, from the initial examination to the final touch-ups, underscoring the care and attention to detail that goes into this essential part of dairy farming. And who could forget our exploration of the joys of calves farming? We took a look at the adorable side of dairy farming, but we also discussed the challenges that come with raising these young animals. Nurturing calves requires a lot of time, energy, and love. But as any dairy farmer will tell you, the rewards are well worth the effort. We highlighted the important role of calves in the future of dairy farming, and the need for proper care and attention to ensure their healthy growth. Throughout this video, we've aimed to give you a comprehensive picture of the various aspects of dairy farming, from the practical procedures like tail cutting and hoof treatment to the heartwarming moments of calves farming. We've shown you the ins and outs, the highs and lows, the challenges and rewards of this fulfilling profession. We hope this peek into the world of dairy farming has been as enlightening for you as it has been for us. There's so much more to this field than meets the eye, and we're thrilled to have had the opportunity to share some of it with you. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of dairy farming. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.